The following is a Candlepin Stars and Strikes rebroadcast featuring some of our most memorable programs.
WNDS Sports and Tri-State Megabucks present Candlepin Stars and Strikes.
Oh, look at this. Look at this! He got it! Ready for a spin!
Candlepin Stars and Strikes is sponsored in part by Windham, Toyota, Dodge, Nissan. Looks good.
Looks good! That's good to go! It's a goal!
Candlepin Stars and Strikes is produced in conjunction with the New Hampshire Candlepin Bowling Association. And now your hosts, Doug Brown and Dan Murphy.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to our first championship match of the season here on Candlepin Stars and Strikes. Doug Brown along with Dan Murphy. We're left with our top two seeds to decide the first spot in the 7th annual Tri-State Megabucks Tournament of Champions.
Yes, and that's a great matchup, and either one of them is going to be a great addition to the Tournament of Champions, which will be the first qualifier, and we're already starting to talk about it.
All right, let's meet our two bowlers, the last two remaining in this first series of the year. Our number 2 seed from Fremont, New Hampshire, looking for his second win in a row after a big win last week, Jack Quinn.
Okay, Jack comes in averaging 126, has a high single of 192, roll-off score was 709.
And last week he threw a 406 to knock off Tom O'Brien. Jack doing most of his damage in the first 2 games a week ago, but throwing a fine triple and picking up some bonus money along the way. Today he'll go for the series championship against our number 1 seed with an outstanding roll-off score coming into this series from Salem, New Hampshire, Peter Pereira.
Okay, Peter comes in averaging 126, has a high single of 211, his roll-off score, the top roll-off score in the roll-off at 722.
Lots of money on the line in this week's program. The runner-up today takes $500. The winner gets $1,000 and that spot in the Tournament of Champions. And, of course, through our friends at Rockingham Toyota Dodge Nissan, we're happy to give the bowlers opportunities to win bonus money for consecutive marks. We'll tell you a little bit more about that after our first break. And get this championship match started. Don't go away. The top 2 guys in the roll-off, the only 2 to go over 700 for the 5-game final at the Bowlaway Lanes in Rochester. Now ready to go to settle the issue once and for all. The championship match of this series here on Stars and Strikes. Peter Pereira and Jack Quinn, and Jack will start it off on lane 32. 500 to the runner-up, 1,000 to the winner. Jack Quinn was in this position last year, back in March last season, as he won a semifinal match and then lost in a final to Paul Berger.
And Jack's looking at the 4 horsemen to the right. 1, 3, 6, and 10.
To open it up for Jack.
Oh, he moved that, and it's going to go. A little stubborn 9-pin, but finally the strike.
Number 1 seed, Peter Pereira.
Oh, that close, getting his first mark. Match is 10 boxes. First frame.
Oh my.
Hello, the 1 and the 9. Just like that.
Oh, fine, 10 bucks.
That's a great out after what he started with. The 1 and 9 was able to clear the other 8 pins out of there with the next 2 balls. So both bowlers leave nothing standing the first 2 frames. Jack Quinn now working on a strike.
And he punches through the middle. For either one of these guys, a win today would mean their first appearance in the Tournament of Champions. Just to show you how difficult it is to get there even once, let alone back-to-back. In the 6 previous years of the tournament, only 6 guys have been there more than one time. Led by Paul Berger, who's been in all 6 of them. And a strike again on lane 31.
That's 2 strikes in a row on lane 31. The 1, 6, and 10 piece of wood behind the 1 and should help him with the 6-10. Actually went by the head pin, caught the wood, and made the mark. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice at all. Three fill. Off target right.
Gives it a run. No 10 pin.
Still is yet to leave a pin standing. 43 after 4 boxes. Jack Quinn 46 plus the 2 bonus balls coming on this strike. And through the middle again on lane 32. This time the 1 and the 5 out of there, and one of the 2 pins is still on the plate. You can see it behind the 3, 6, and 10 on the right. So just 5 on the strike.
And a 10.
Great 10. 61 through 5 boxes. Now he moves over to lane 31, who's been very good to him with 2 strikes so far. You see the 10 box by Jack.
You don't get anything for 3 strikes in a row in the same lane, do you?
No. Well,
no?
We can make something up.
Came close. Oh, he got it!
Well, let's see.
3 strikes in a row on lane 31.
They turn over all their bonus money to the 2 announcers this week.
That's a good roll.
Jack wishes he could finish the whole game on lane 31. Not that he hasn't been hitting the head pin on 32, but just 2 full and go right through the middle. So Peter looking at the 2 and the 5. And
no.
It would cost him.
The only other time Peter Pereira has been here in singles competition was back in November of '92, when he also appeared in a championship match, and he lost to a guy named Peter Flynn, 403 to 346. So Peter's giving it another shot here. He came in as the #1 seed back in '92 as well. Almost 2 years ago to the day. Oh, great shot. Great shot right there. 4 horsemen plus the 9 in the back. Very tough. 2 spares for Peter Pereira. 3 strikes for Jack Quinn. All of Jack's strikes have been on lane 31. What he wants now is to try and string something together.
Well, he's back on the head pin. Things are getting a little better. 7-10, but he's got 3 pieces of wood and a lot of possibilities. Now he got the wood out of the way, he'll work it out for a 9. Never know sometimes how the wood's going to react, and it is a $9. Speaking of Peter Flynn, Peter had a relapse of his problem before, but I'm first one to let you know that everything is fine again, and
yes,
it's nice to hear.
Had a chance to speak with Peter and Debbie over the summer, and he did have a tough go of it again there for a while, but he's fine now. Recovering at last word.
Triangle 6, 9, and 10.
Yes.
And gone. And again, he gets a mark on lane 31. 4 boxes on 31, and he's only got 3 strikes and a spare. Peter working on a spare now in the 6th.
Oh, big first ball that time. Boy, Peter's got a very, we talked about smooth delivery that Jack Quinn has. Peter Pereira's right in that category, too. Very, very fluid, smooth delivery.
2 in a row, and he sets himself up for a possibility of bonus money as they move over to Jack's lane, 31.
Peter Pereira from Salem, New Hampshire. He and his wife Diane have a 14-month-old daughter, Alexis. 15 months old now. Peter carries 7 on the mark. He works as a machinist at Stone Machine. Does his bowling at the Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire, and at the Candlewood Lanes in North Reading. Nope, too far. And again, just sliding by. 96 through 8. Jack Quinn's lead is 2 plus whatever he can put on this spare. Pulls it, just 4. $9. And now Jack will try to go 5 for 5 over on lane 31. Unfortunately, he went 0 for 5 on lane 32 in this first game. In terms of marks. Well, he'll have a chance. The 5-7 with some wood scattered.
Oh, there goes the 7.
Now it's looking even better.
Well, he's still going to have to do some work on the piece of wood out front. This double piece, he's going to have to turn the back one, and looks like he goes right at the red line and down low.
Ooh.
Yeah, to catch more of that front one. Jack realizes that. I think he actually was shooting for that piece right there, but missed it. And it's 120.
Peter Pereira can take the lead with a mark in these final 2. Wow, 189. Shooting at the spread eagle plus the 5 pin. Good out for the 10. left a lot of work for that third ball. But it was a dandy. And now the Four Horsemen.
Not a good piece of wood.
They want to go outside here on the head pin.
I think you're going to have to, otherwise the ball's going to be deflected. That's what he's trying, and look at that. The 1, 4, and 7, and left the 2.
The 10, 116, and Jack Quinn will carry a slim 4-pin lead into Game 2, Championship Week on Candlepin Stars and Strikes. We'll be back. Peter Pereira, Game 2. Trailing by 4.
Two 5 left for Peter.
Not anymore. Starts with a spare. And the fill is 9.
And the 7-pin looking at him, trying for 2 in a row. No bonus money that first game.
Nope. There it is. Spare 9 spare for Peter Pereira to start the second game. And thought Jack might get an extra break over there on the 6-pin, but it didn't happen.
There's a double piece of wood in front of the 3-6. That means he'll probably snap. Oh, he's going right down the center. Had to go right or left. I would try to on the left-hand side.
Are you hungry, Dan?
Yeah, I could use some. Are you going out for some, or?
Well, you know, we don't have to go out.
That's right.
Because right here at Park Place Lanes, there's a terrific restaurant. And if you're in the neighborhood, whether it's for bowling or just for something to eat, stop by here at Park Place Lanes, because right inside the lanes, the Willow Tree North restaurant, Rodney Cronin and the gang. Be sure and stop in and tell them that you heard about him here on Candlepin Stars and Strikes, and be sure and tell them the phrase that pays. It's where the crew eats. Jack Quinn with the 2 10s.
A phrase that pays. All right. I like it. Peter, chance for bonus money with another mark. And there it is.
That's worth $25. Rockingham Toyota Dodge Nissan supplying the bonus money for the bowlers here on Stars and Strikes this season, and 3 marks in a row does it for 25, and he'll get an additional 25 if he can put another mark up here.
Looked pretty good going down, but leaves himself the diamond 2, 4, 5, and 8, which is the good news. The bad news is the 10-pin is also there.
Oh,
that close.
Great job on the diamond. How many times do you even make the diamond and then to make it and have to leave a 10-pin there? Good 10 box for Peter.
And a great start, 68 after 4. Let's take a look at that diamond shot. That went fairly quickly, but nothing came close to the 10-pin. And Peter's gone from 4 down to 15 ahead. There's a break with a 5-pin going down. 6-10 left for Jack. Oh, he wants that wood to stop. to me like I have a nice little guide now in the wood. Below the red line should have. Doesn't even need it. It goes right after the 2 pins. Spare in the third.
That's only the second spare in the match for Jack Quinn. It's his first mark on lane 32, though. And on 31, he is just on fire. That's 4 strikes now he's thrown on lane 31, and he's only been over there 6 times. Good match going here. Championship week. We'll be back. Peter Pereira, our number 1 seed.
Open with 3 marks, 2 spears and a strike. Open in the 4th. And trying to get back in the groove again in box number 5.
That sounded like it should have been a strike.
He's got the 4-7, but he's got some difficult wood out in front unless he can, maybe roll back so you can see. Yeah, he's kind of directing traffic. And he'll have a clear shot now at the 4-7.
Yes. Peter Pereira is starting to catch fire here.
That's what I was going to say. As in the bowling circles, they would say the bowlers are on fire.
A little heavy, but he got away with it.
Tripped out the 4-pin, gives him an 8 fill on the spare, but more importantly, gives him the 6-10 to shoot at instead of the 4-6-10. Oh no!
Nope.
Sliding by to the right.
I think that's one of the more underrated tough shots there is in Candlepin, Dan, is either the 4-7 that he made earlier or the 6-10. It looks so easy, but it's not an automatic by any means.
Jack working on a strike. Well, it's still coming. Possibilities. He could sweep everything from right to left. Well, the wood turned on him a little bit. I don't know if it's got the angle for the 7-pin or not. Might want to catch a little bit of that piece of wood in the gutter as well. So he tried to do it. Ooh, just sliding by the 7. 9 fill on the strike. Lead now 13 for Peter Pereira. There you go, right there. Almost got it. Seven, 8, 10.
Jack waiting for the wood and figuring out what he's going to do.
You just have to go with the cap on either one of those pins. I don't think you can go real low on the. Yeah. Look at this. It's going to get the hardest one, probably the 7. No, not quite.
Moved them both.
Good try. And it's a 9, 78 through 6, lead 13 for Peter Pereira. 17 in this game. Of course, he come in trailing by 4. Final 4 frames. Championship week, game number 2.
Peter open here in the 7th with the 9 box. His lead is 13 in the match. Keep in mind the win is most critical today, but the winning score is also somewhat critical for seeding purposes in the Tournament of Champions.
Now he's got the 310. He's going to try to hit the wood and drive the 3-pin back.
Yep.
That's what he does. Spare in the 8th.
His 8th mark. Jack Quinn still has more strikes than spares in this match. Just 2 spares to this point, 4 strikes, all of them on lane 31. Well, he appeared to straighten out his problem on lane 32 with that ball.
Leaves just the 5-pin. Whoa. Slipping by on the right. There's the $10. Can't help but think he might have been a little distracted. He started his approach and the wood started to move on him again. Now he's got to try to put a mark up just to match Peter's spare in the 8th.
Another 9-pin drop and another 5-pin.
Always seems to happen when you miss one. You automatically 7, 8, 9, so you really feel bad about missing the single. This time he's got a lot to play with on the left. And he'll match the spare in the 8th.
Pete Pereira working on a mark in the 8th. And working on a pretty good middle game here. 7 drop.
3, 4, 6.
Nope. Aiming inside, but went too far inside.
It's not a bad choice with the wood behind the 6-pin because it's going to keep both of those pins in play a little longer. Just an 8, 29, 129 through 9.
Heavy. Split. 3, 6, 7, 10. The wood moving into position to help. But not enough.
Got a little too much of the 3-pin.
$10, 139. 2-game total, 255 for Pete Pereira.
Well, Jack's working on a spare. There's a throw, a big fill on another spare, or another mark or two, and this match will be just about even.
8, 9 maybe?
Maybe 10 if it goes over.
9 it is.
Not automatic.
Covers it.
2 in a row. Lead is now 8.
I was going to say, room for bonus money and room for Jack to perhaps take over the lead here.
Oh, that ball was right in the 1-3 pocket. Got just 6, and it's going to be a difficult spare lead regardless of where the wood settles down.
Either way, this is going to be a very close match going to the last game.
Oh, what a shot!
$25 in bonus money. And Jack Quinn will have a chance at the lead here. Put a star next to that one.
Saw the replay, just caught enough of the wood and moved everything from left to right.
3 or better to take the lead. And it's 6. So matching one, oh, wait a minute, 7. Make it 140 for Jack Quinn. And a 2-game total of 260. So Jack, after all that, increases his lead by 1. That score will correct on the computer. That'll be 260 for the 2-game total, not 259. So it is a 5-pin lead for Jack Quinn. And we'll be back with the third and deciding game after these messages. Game 3 about to get underway, and this is a good one to decide our first championship match of the year. A flurry of activity right at the end of Game 2 by both bowlers. Jack Quinn with a 140 middle game, and Peter Pereira with a 139, and Jack Quinn put 3 marks together for bonus money to end Game 2. Seven for Jack. And a big first ball, and again on lane 31. That's 5 strikes that Jack Quinn has thrown today, and all 5 of them have been on lane 31, this time kicking out the 8-pin. Pete Pereira. Thinking ahead to what the winning score might be today, at least a chance that it might be up around 400 with the 2-game totals that were posted. Pin wood down there in play after being checked by Cindy Sissom, and Peter used it, or I don't know if he really wanted to hit it, but he didn't have much choice, and it just deflected the ball away from the 5-pin, costing him the shot. So instead of a spare, it's an open, and Jack Quinn has an early chance here to add to his lead. And Cindy has to make another trip down there to get rid of a loose ball. Getting a workout here in this championship match. Don't forget, next week, next Sunday at 12 noon, we'll be right back again with a brand new series, 5 more bowlers. Begin our second series of the year. Keep in mind also, Candlepin skins, new this year, Saturdays at noon here on the Winds of New England. Jack Quinn working on a strike now. Hoping to put a spare on it if he can. And not quite. To settle for the 9. .35 through 3. Here's what happened. He left the 5-pin as he chopped that 3 right in front of the 5 and not enough to carry it. Now back to his favorite, lane 31. Look at the mix here. Leaves the 7 and 10.
Well, he can find a way. If there's a way, he'll find it. 7-10, and 2 or 3 pieces of wood in front of the 10. No.
Nothing. Nothing happening. And the 9 bucks. 44 through 4. So an opportunity once again here for Peter Pereira. It's been kind of a seesaw match. Jack Quinn had the lead throughout game 1. Peter Pereira took command early in game 2, only to see Jack Quinn come back and catch him at the end to retake the lead. And Jack's got the lead right now by 15, but he's thrown 2 open boxes.
2, 4, 5, 7 on the left, 6, 10 on the right.
Oh, yes! Yeah, what a shot. Oh, there's the shot of the day right there.
Almost looked like he was flushing that 2-pin. Everything just kind of exploded off the ball. That's a great shot by Peter Pereira.
Now the important fill, and he'll take 7. Going to have to show us another shot here, though.
After the last one, this shouldn't be easy. Not so. 2, 4, and 10. Inside. Try to come off the left sidewall with it.
We are going to take a break. Jack Quinn's lead is 6, and we have 6 boxes remaining to decide this championship match. Don't go away. All right, big crowd is gathered for the championship match here on Stars and Strikes, and they're seeing a good one. There's the situation. This would be a good time for Jack Quinn to figure out lane 32. He has just 2 marks on this lane. Make it 3.
Peter Pereira will be bowling last in the match. You figure out at home if it's an advantage or not. Ooh, bounced that one, and the result is just 2. Released that one prematurely and bounced it off the foul line, kept the ball out to the left.
Pretty good run at it.
Now, instead of Peter Pereira being 2 marks away, he's still only 1 away from him.
Just 21 pins in the 2 boxes with the 2 fill. So, Peter can make up the rest of this deficit with a mark here. Nobody thinking about the final score right now.
No. Oh, that looked like a good ball, but left himself to 5, 7, 8, and 9. No wood. It's a triangle, 5, 8, and 9 with a 7. No, not that anything's possible after making that last spare he made. He's going to lose a couple in count, but still be in single numbers.
10 pins, the lead right now.
Both bowlers now not pinning well is what we're accustomed to seeing from both of these bowlers. Peter's left 2 6 pins standing, and Jack 6 pins standing.
Well, you don't see that very often. Peter knocked out the 3 and the 6.
Yeah, and one of them's still there. It's amazing how you can knock those 2 out and not knock anything else down.
Every pin critical here in this close match.
It really is. There's 2 more pins standing for Peter.
And the lead now 11 with 4 boxes to go.
So the spare 2 did push him into double figures. I didn't think that would, but with the 2 8 boxes by Peter Pereira, lost that many in count. Oh, that's a good looking ball, and then he gets an 8 drop, but unfortunately there's 4-9 left, and let's see where the wood's going to settle down. Boy, you'd almost want to go to that one on the right, snap it off the wall, going for the 9-pin. No, he's going to go in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you want to make the spare, do it Jack's way.
What a shot.
Certainly was.
That's called using the wood.
Absolutely. That's what this game is all about. Light hit this time. Let's see. 7-10 again. Good 8-pin drop. And let's see what sticks around and where it's going to stop.
Yep,
Oh, yes.
another one using the wood.
Nope. He's the veteran Candlepin bowler that Jack is, and he's seen all these kind of shots with the wood, and makes 2 great spares using the wood to help. Now Peter must mark a couple times.
Big first ball, but a little bit full, and look at the payoff, the 7-10.
Let's see if he can get something happening. 3 pieces of wood in front of the 10. No.
Can't throw it over there.
Come on. That'll work.
No, Pete really needs a mark here in the 8th to set himself up for any chance, realistically, in the last 2.
He needs a mark, first of all, and then he's going to need a break from Jack. Meaning not filling that mark he has up.
Well, there's the big 9 drop.
Needs this. Stay alive.
Just. That's mark number 10 for Peter Pereira. Jack Quinn has 13. And he also has a 19-pin lead as we head to the final 2.
It's a crucial ball right here. A little full. Oh, yes, big break there. He's on the head pin. Looked like he had just a 6 fill, but in the end, it's just the 3-pin.
For $25 in bonus money, 3rd mark in a row.
I think he's thinking about that $1,000 check rather than the 25. That's nice. Cab fare right now, but he'll take the big money and the Tournament of Champions and everything that goes with it. Light hit again, get the ball working, another 9-pin drop. He can finish with another $25 bonus.
And he'll get a chance for 25 more as he'll have to fill this spare in the 10th. Well, I'm not sure it is an advantage to bowl last when your opponent throws 4 marks in a row up there to close the match.
And just missing the head pin that time, but a 6 drop.
A 137 and a 397 for Jack Quinn. Thanks to those 4 marks in a row at the end.
Now Peter's just got to throw strikes. And we'll start looking if he can throw 2. And let's see. Oh, no. Nope, that does it. Let me see. Well, maybe possibility here.
No, actually, the best he can do is lose by 5 right now, even if he were to spare here and strike out. So Jack Quinn has won it. But a chance for Peter to maybe pick up a few more dollars in bonus money. Jack Quinn has advanced to the Tournament of Champions. It was a struggle, though. What a terrific match. $9 drop. It's a $25 6-pin right here. Peter stepping away. The wood will have to be cleared away. He doesn't really have a, well, he does have a clear shot at the right side of the 6-pin.
This for 25.
Yep.
And if he were to throw a strike, it would be another 25. 116 in the 10th, plus the ball.
Again, thanks to Emmett Horgan and the folks at Rockingham Toyota Dodge Nissan for the participation all this season in the bonus money program for the bowlers. And an 8 fill for Peter, 124, and a 3-game total of 379. Some days good enough to win. Not quite good enough today. Jack Quinn, a 397. We'll be back to present the checks and talk about our bonus ball contest in a minute. Back on Candlepin Stars and Strikes with our runner-up in this championship match, Peter Pereira. And Peter, I know you've been in this situation before, but heck, it was a good score, 379, and you pick up $500 consolation and also $50 in bonus money. And Jack had the big finish.
Well, they both good the whole match, and I struggled with the 2s and 1s. I made a run at them at the last couple boxes, but it was too late by then.
Well, I hope it's not quite so long between visits in singles for you this time. You put on a terrific show, so come back and see us again, all right?
Thank you.
Peter Pereira, thanks very much. And now Jack Quinn for our bonus ball contest, looking for our second winner in a row. Last week we had a big winner. We recycled the jackpot. By the way, it may not look it, but we have gotten rid of all that old mail. Got all brand new mail in here now, and $20 is the amount, and we're looking for a 5. Looking for a 5 now. Come on over, Jack, and we'll talk here in a second. And let's see. Oh, he's done it again. 2 in a row. How about that? How about that? The odds were against that. Maurice LeBrun from Nashua, New Hampshire. Maurice LeBrun, you'll be getting a $20 check and also a brand new set of bowling balls from Paramount Industries in Medway. And guess what, sir? You get another brand new set of bowling balls, and you can buy a few more with this.
Well, Brian gets one set and I get the other.
Brian McKinley is the guy he's talking about.
Brian Fuller.
Oh, Brian Fuller. Okay. $1,000 for the win, and we also got an extra $75 in bonus money in this hour. And hey, you can also sit back with a 397, not a bad score.
Take it easy for the rest of the year.
That's right. Not a bad score to have on the board. So congratulations, and I know one thing, we'll definitely see you in the spring if not on Skins.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. Congratulations. One more round of applause for our champion, Jack Quinn. And he's just I think he's more excited about the match than he is about the $1,000.
I think so.
That was a terrific finish, though, and Jack came up with really in the both weeks that he bowled, he was able to put marks together, and that's the key.
Well, the thing is, he was able to play that wood, and he doesn't get rattled. He just keeps coming at you, and he missed an easy spare, got 2 on another one. Didn't seem to rattle him, came back and made 2 terrific spares, and it was Katie by the door after that.
All right, don't forget, next weekend, we start it all over again here on Candlepin Stars and Strikes with a brand new series, Sunday at noon. Saturdays at noon, don't forget Candlepin Skins from the Londonderry Bowling Center. Until then, for Dan Murphy and the whole crew, I'm Doug Brown. Have a great week, everybody.